Okay, well, that was very fabulous, and as we're sitting here, I could just keep chatting all day. I keep forgetting this is actually radio and I need to get back on the mic. We're very, very lucky to have Christine Olhman in studio, and she is just regaling me with these tales of all these names that I've heard, and again, this is just your reality. You know, it's always... Yeah. It seems like, oh, this, how could that be? But if it's a reality, it's a reality.
Absolutely. And we were talking about the Big Easy. We've been talking a little bit about New Orleans here. And your son, who is in the studio with us, has just come back from Voodoo Fest. So we started talking about Dumpster Funk. I just did a benefit in New York City for the New Orleans Musicians Clinic, which is my pet charity, with Ivan Neville and Tony Hall of Dumpster Funk. And 2 of the Radiators came on board with us, too, for that. So I'd just like to say that I am a big supporter of the clinic and its parent, the New Orleans Musicians Assistance Foundation, as is Dave Malone of the Radiators and Ivan Neville. And one of the songs on the Deep End is a song called The Cradle Did Rock. It was written at the first Post-Katrina Mardi Gras. And it's also available in a download on Amazon and iTunes. The download is called Get You a Healin'. It's $7.99. It includes 22 tracks from the likes of Irma Thomas, Dr. John, Alan Toussaint, but also bonus tracks, and we are included in the bonus tracks along with the Subdudes, Richard Thompson, and B.B. King.
Oh,
so
wow.
Christine Olhman and Rebel Montez are on there, but $7.99, every penny of it goes to the clinic by special arrangement with Amazon and iTunes. Get You a Healin'. You know, just Google that and you'll find many links as to how to download it for the mere $7.99. But all of that money will go towards helping the musicians of New Orleans get quality health care.
That is my next question, because a lot of people might not realize what it is that it's about. Is it a clinic? Is it a musical workshop? No. People don't realize that, I've said before, that along with this job, not many musicians get medical insurance. You don't get a lot of benefits when you're on the road.
That's right. It was a complete disaster, Katrina, for these guys, because 2 of the major hospitals closed and have yet to reopen. So, including Charity Hospital. So, the clinic provides a lifeline for these guys and men and women who are the ambassadors of New Orleans music to the world.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Mac Rebenak, Dr. John, is also, and JoJo Herman of Widespread Panic. We are sort of the 3 musician spokespeople for the clinic. Mac does a great deal of work. He and I did an evening of duets back in March on Long Island. It was one of the great nights of my life of music, and that also was for the benefit of a little foundation that he has set up for the oil spill workers, for health care for the oil spill workers. So health care is a big focus of this whole effort.
Yeah, again, it's just, talking about what we said earlier, the more you give, you really get back so much. And a lot of times you don't realize, I've said a lot of times, it's like throwing a pebble in, and you don't always see the ripples as they go out, but they do go out. And I think that intrinsically it comes back. It's
so true, and especially with the case of New Orleans, which is such a tight-knit community, but that has spread out to the world now, especially post-Katrina. A lot of the musicians are relocated. For instance, all of the Neville brothers relocated to other cities. But still, the core of them do reside in New Orleans and are very much in need of this help. And I know people get hit up with a lot of requests for help, but in this case, if you do download Get You a Healin', you're getting 22 tracks for your $7.99, folks. So you're getting something back for that money.
Yeah, that's not something for nothing. That is something for something.
That's right.
Yeah, and that is a really good feeling, because again, I think a tendency with most things that once it falls off the front page, people don't remember, and they go, oh, well, okay, well, I'm not hearing about it. They're all better.
Other things have intervened, the tornadoes of this year, and everything else.
Yeah, I remember the last time I was there. Again, a woman was just moved. It was Jazz Fest weekend, and she was just getting back in 5 years later.
Oh, yes.
And she felt fortunate because she was ahead of so many of her friends.
Many stories like that.
Yeah.
Many stories like that.
Yeah.
So, keep it in mind. I know you love the music, folks, and or you wouldn't be listening to this show, so keep it in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really all about supporting each other. It's more about the we and what we can do together. And again, that goes back to the live music as well. Just getting out there, getting out to the Nick, coming down to Black Eyed Sally's. If we're not supporting the live music, it's not going to be there when we want it.
That's right. If you're just turning in, Christine Olhman and Rebel Montez will be at the Knickerbocker Cafe in Westerly, Rhode Island this Friday, November 18th, and we'd love to have everybody come down to Westerly and do the beehive hip shake with the
Oh,
beehive queen.
I will be doing the beehive hip shake. And you know what? On that note, why don't we go ahead and we'll cue up another song. And I'm thinking what we could do is maybe give those tickets away.
Yes.
And I'm thinking maybe you should pick the call, Miss Christine.
All right.
Would that be
you
okay?
You have to show me how to do this. I'm very unschooled on an old style phone.
I will. You know what? I will be your assistant. You are the star.
Thank
so
you.
all you have to do is just say hello. I will hold the phone for
Thank
you.
you, baby. All right.
Again, you are listening to Morning Mojo. You're here with Christine Olhman and Allie. We are here. Oh, look, they're already starting now.
Yeah.
You just wait 1 minute now until the music starts. We're going to have you wait just 1 second, all right? But look at that. They're lighting up. I love that. So there are people out there listening to us. We
Yes,
love
they
that.
are. We love to know that.
All right. Well, we're